And we've got breaking developments coming in from Karnataka, where weeks after DK Shivakumar took over as the chief minister, it is now time for him to induct his team or bring at least some faces of his team into the cabinet. And in that context, we have now learned that DK Shivakumar has reached 10 Janpath. This is to hold talks with party high command on cabinet expansion. Siddaramaiah and Randeep Surjewala are also present in this meeting. So an extremely important huddle taking place there. A hectic day for the Congress High Command. First, there was a strategy meeting ahead of monsoon session. And now DK Shivakumar is in the national capital, probably to discuss names, the new faces that are to be included in his new team. Niyamika, tell me something. I find it quite interesting that Siddaramaiah is also present in this meeting. So are we in all likelihood going to look at a tug of war over who's to be included and who's not?
Siddaramaiah is not just a former chief minister of Karnataka, but he's a very senior leader within the state unit, and that is the only reason why the party leadership is also consulting him before taking any decision regarding the cabinet expansion. As we have seen that how it was not just Mr. DK Shivakumar, but also Mr. Siddaramaiah, who was also being present there at 10 Janpath to meet Rahul Gandhi, as in fact the state in charge Randeep Singh Surjewala along with the GSO KC Venugopal, all of these leaders had gone there at 10 Janpath to meet Rahul Gandhi. However, because of the absence of the Congress president, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, this decision has been delayed for 1 or 2 days because he has gone to Bangalore due to some work, and that is the only reason why now Rahul Gandhi has made this very clear that after he will be back in the national capital, then a separate round of meeting is going to take place regarding all of these suggestions which both the senior leaders, both Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivakumar wants to give for the cabinet expansion. As right now we have seen that how the party is also trying to make a balance, for all the caste and the communities, and also that is the only reason why they have also sought suggestions from both of these leaders. However, it will be make sure that no such factionalism can be seen within the state unit, because now already there is a change in the chief minister position which has already been done by the party. So they will also try to accommodate some of the close ADs of Siddaramaiah in the cabinet as to make a balance there. As if we remember, then it is Siddaramaiah who is a very tall leader, tall Ahinda leader.
Yes, and there are caste equations that need to be kept in mind. There are power equations that need to be kept in mind. Lots of permutations and combinations there that the High Command needs to consider. But one finds it slightly comical that when the entire Bengaluru leadership is in the national capital, Kharge is found to be missing. Is that just a coincidence? We'll see what happens on that front. But this is the political development that we have been tracking through the day. In fact, we told you earlier that the Times now has accessed the list of probables. After weeks of speculation, the political action today shifted to Delhi. 20 vacant berths is what everybody is looking at. 37 names are in contention, and one final decision is pending. The decision for which DK Shivakumar, Randeep Surjewala and Siddaramaiah are all in the national capital. But we now know the decision has been postponed for now. Chief Minister DK Shivakumar is in Delhi, but the big buzz is not just about this visit. It is about the exclusive list of probable names that has been accessed by us. Times now has accessed the list of those who are in the race for ministerial berths. Sources say 37 names are being considered for probable induction. Now, the key cabinet arithmetic, the sanctioned strength of Karnataka cabinet is 34. So far, 14 ministers have taken oath, leaving 20 berths vacant. The question now is, who will make the final cut? Will Congress manage the caste equations? Remember, there is a lot of Lingayats, Vokaligas, Ahinda, all those face-offs taking place in Karnataka. Will regional representation get priority? Let's break it down for you, the factors that will be under consideration. So Ahinda consolidation is clearly one of the issues that matters, the minorities, the backwards. This particular coalition is the one that supports Siddaramaiah because he also belongs to Kuruba, which is a part of this bigger Ahinda consolidation, which he is credited with coming together, with putting together Muslims plus OBCs plus SC, ST So sources are telling us that equal representation will be given based on communities, region and caste. Congress's core social coalition is this Ahinda consolidation. Lingayat outreach is also equally important for the Congress party because they want more Lingayat faces now in the cabinet to be inducted. The aim is to challenge BJP's Lingayat base in the state. When it comes to the Vokaligas, it is important for old Mysuru politics that they are also adequately represented in the cabinet. DKS factor plus JDS influence also plays a crucial role here. Now, that was about the caste balance. Then it comes to regional representation. You have North Karnataka, Kalyan Karnataka, Old Mysuru, etc. that have to be taken care of. Now, let's take a look at the faces who are going to help Congress make this balance, to achieve this balance. There is Zamir Ahmad Khan, where when it comes to the Muslim representation calculus, so basically there are 2 berths that are being looked at to be filled by a Muslim face, and there are 3 names in contention. Zamir Ahmad Khan being the first one. He is a very well-established Congress Muslim leader who comes from Karnataka. He is also an existing cabinet minister. Bengaluru Minority Connect, that is his strong base. The next name is Salim Ahmed. He is a senior organizational face. His party, he's considered loyal to the party. He might be rewarded for that loyalty factor. Congress is known to do that. Rizwan Arshad is there in the race. He is a young Muslim face of the Congress party. He represents generational change. Some also said that when the baton was passed from Siddaramaiah to DK Shivakumar, that was also about a generational change. Now we're getting you more breaking developments coming in, where State Congress Chief B.K. Hari Prasad has reacted to this. He says discussion has been postponed for 1 to 2 days. That is also the breaking development that my colleague Niyamika had earlier brought to us. Why has this postponement been done? Because Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge is in Bengaluru, and which is why Niyamika told us that Rahul Gandhi and others in the High Command insisted that they want his presence in the national capital before coming to any conclusions about cabinet inclusions.
कुछ चीजें बात हुआ है, बाकी कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष बैंगलोर गए थे 2 दिन या 1 दिन या 2 दिन के लिए तो ठाल दिया। इसके बाद जब दोबारा चर्चा होता है तो हमको इतला कर देंगे, तब आएंगे।
Imran, how is it possible that this schedule clash takes place? Do you see there is more to it than meets the eye? Probably it was intentional that decision would be postponed, because there were a lot of reports about how cabinet reshuffle discussion had to take place earlier, but because Rahul Gandhi wasn't available, it was put on the back burner. Now when the entire leadership coming from Karnataka to Delhi, the person who's supposed to be in Delhi is in Bengaluru.
Well, absolutely. In fact, the earlier too, the feelers were sent to the Chief Minister that to have the meetings in a very calm and poised manner on 20th of this month. But the Chief Minister insisted that they finish up the round of talks over cabinet expansion and have the ministers take oath on July 20th. But the senior leaders in the High Command wanted not the cabinet discussion of cabinet expansion to be done a hurry. They wanted to be done on July 20th. Now it's surprising that when the entire leadership was was in Delhi, including the Chief Minister, the party president, and also former Chief Minister, along with all the MLAs, ministers are there in Delhi. This has been put on hold for next 2 days. What the party high command is saying, Mallikarjun, we have to wait for Mallikarjun, AC president, to come back. So we have to wait and see how it further progresses. But it's also, earlier we got information from the party that the party didn't want the cabinet expansion to be done in a hurry, and in fact they have meetings lined up on a parliamentary affairs meeting was there, and also Rahul Gandhi is traveling to Uttarakhand. So they didn't want in between this cabinet expansion discussion but to happen on July 20th. Looks like this part of strategies Mallikarjun Kharge stayed back. Now we have to wait and see when this discussion will happen. But what we're getting from party sources that the discussion will be delayed for next 2 days now.
Now, next few days looks unlikely also because 20th of July will be beginning of the monsoon session and Congress would have other things to look at. But let's see how these things pan out for the Congress party as well as DK Shivakumar and his team. Thank you, Imran, for joining us with those details. But remember, in the middle of all this, it is the Lingayat equation that is one of the biggest factors in Karnataka's cabinet expansion. It is a community that has traditionally been seen as a BJP stronghold. Congress is now looking to strengthen its own Lingayat representation because the next assembly elections, remember, are just about 2.5 years away. Why Lingayats matter? Let's break it down for you. It is the largest politically influential community on its own when it comes to Karnataka. It's traditionally seen as BJP's stronghold. Vocal Linga and Ahindas are the ones that have bolstered Congress's numbers. Congress's strategy is to boost Lingayat representation and therefore try to make some inroads into BJP's traditional vote bank. Challenge the BJP's vote bank is their mission as well. And who can help them in doing so? Their key Lingayat faces who are there in the race for cabinet posts who might be included. Lakshman Savadi, former BJP leader, former deputy CM who's been inducted into now Congress's ranks. He can attract BJP original Lingayat leaders, probably help in some defections across party lines. BJP to Congress shift makes him very significant because as an insider, he would know what strategies were being used by the BJP. Another name in this is S.S. Mallikarjun. He comes from North Karnataka, so he fills in, he ticks the checkbox for caste as well as for the regional preferences and balances that Congress needs to think about. He comes from an influential political family, which only adds to his heft within the party. The third name in this race is Vijayanand Kashyapanavar. He is another key Lingayat face. His age is a crucial factor that could weigh in his favor. His next generation leadership also as party looks for an overall transition and aims to give a fresher look to the cabinet. Meanwhile, Congress MLA Ashok Patan says that we have requested our leaders to not depend on caste and that he is loyal to the party.
We have requested our leaders, state leaders also, national leaders also, don't depend upon caste. I am 100% loyal to the party. They should see loyalty and service of the person who has worked from so many years. That should be there. So many unnecessary, if they see the caste and sub-caste, it will become injustice for us. Caste, let them take caste, but not take sub-caste.